Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us tonight. So we are going to be discussing childhood nutrition during the early years. So just a few housekeeping items to discuss before we get started. We want you all to feel as comfortable as possible during this presentation. So the room is set up in such a way that you guys will be sitting together as a small group, which will allow you to get to know one another better. On the tables in front of you, there are agendas and handouts that you can look over prior to beginning this presentation, which will help familiarize you with what we will be discussing. Light refreshments will be available throughout the event, and breaks will be scheduled into our presentation for those of you who need them. But please feel free to get up, stretch your legs, go to the restroom, grab something to eat or drink throughout the presentation. Following our presentation, families in attendance will receive a link containing all of the resources that were given to you during the presentation. If you choose to use them in your home, that's a great way for us to get them to you. We will also include a copy of the presentation so that you can go back through it and look over it so that you don't have to be taking notes as we go through it today. You can really focus on what we're talking about. So the importance of our topic today, nutrition in the early years of child development plays a large role in the development of the child. Studies show that a nutritious diet will make your child healthier and better able to learn. The relationship between nutrition, health, and learning is undeniably strong. Nutrition is one of the three major factors that impact a child's development. As genes and the environment are the other two factors, eating a certain food cannot guarantee that your child will be smarter, but having proper nutrition will help them to develop more positively. Research studies show that nutrition in a child's early years is linked to their health and academic performance in later years. All right, so tonight we are going to start with an icebreaker. So to begin, what I want you to do with those at your table is I want you to write down these following items. What is your most favorite food? What is your least favorite food? And do any of you share the most or the least favorite food at your table? When we are done and everyone has finished writing theirs down, we'll go around the room and we'll compare the most favorite foods to the least favorite foods. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So what should nutrition look like for preschoolers? Children feel better when they eat well. During the preschool and kindergarten years, your child should be eating the same foods as the rest of the family, meaning if you make spaghetti for your family, you should not be making chicken nuggets for your child. Everyone should be eating the same food every time you cook. Your job as a parent is to offer foods with nutritional value in a calm environment and to have regular times for eating. Your child's job is to decide whether he or she is hungry and how much food to eat when it's offered to them. So what we're looking at right now is the food guide pyramid. Everyone is familiar with the food guide pyramid. We've got the grains, the vegetables, the fruits, the milk group, the meat group, and then the fats and sweets. This food guide pyramid is designed to show you the serving sizes for children ages 2 to 6 years old. So that's going to fall into our preschool category. So these are the daily servings that each child should have. They should have 6 servings of grains, 2 servings of fruit, 3 servings of vegetables, 2 dairy servings, and 2 meat or protein servings. As far as the fats and sweets go, they need to eat as little as possible from this category, which is the same for adults. We are not supposed to eat from that category either, but we really need to focus on the dairy, the protein, the vegetable, the fruit, and the grain group. All right, so we are going to have our first group project right now. In your packet on your table, there is a blank food guide pyramid. I want you to take that food guide pyramid and I want you to list the foods that your child currently eats into each appropriate category. I would also like you to list the serving size that they eat to the best of your ability. I understand that you may not measure out exactly how many cups of food that they eat, but I would like for you to take this time, fill out that food guide pyramid, and then we will come back together in just a couple of minutes and discuss where your child falls under each category. All right, so we've discussed the food guide pyramid. We've talked about where your child falls under each category, so you're able to see now where they might be lacking in their nutrition or where they might be doing really well in their nutrition. For me personally, I was able to see that my son he does really well in the grains, the proteins, the dairies, and the fruits, but vegetables are not his strong suit. He is not a fan of vegetables. So we're going to talk about something called MyPlate now. So what is MyPlate? MyPlate is a reminder to find your healthy eating style and build it through your lifetime. Everything you eat and drink matters. The right mix can help you be healthier now and in the future. MyPlate offers ideas and tips to help you create a healthier eating style that meets your individual needs and improves your health. So you're going to go to choosemyplate.gov, and it's going to help you decide what combinations of healthy foods you can put into your everyday lifestyle, and it's going to help you create a healthier lifestyle for you, for your family, for your children. So MyPlate and preschoolers. So as you can see, we have it divided up into each section of the MyPlate: fruits, vegetables, grains, protein foods, and dairy. So starting with fruits, you're going to focus on whole fruits. You want to serve a rainbow of choices. Fruit can be quick and easy for kiddos. They tend to like them because a lot of times they're sweeter. So fruits can be a really easy choice for young children. You can choose from fresh, frozen, canned, or dried fruits. You can, if you are choosing canned fruit, you want it in water or 100% fruit juice instead of syrup. You want to limit your fruit juice. Although 100% fruit juice can be a part of a healthy diet, it doesn't contain the dietary fiber that's found in other forms of fresh fruit or frozen fruit. So you kind of want to steer away from that. And then you can offer raisins or other unsweetened dried fruit instead of chewy fruit snacks or fruit strips, which contain very little fruit and are higher on the sugar side. So there's some options for fruits. Vegetables, you want to vary your vegetables. Again, you want to serve a variety of colorful choices. So in both the fruit and the vegetables, we want to serve a rainbow of choices, a variety of color. We want to brighten children's plates with red, orange, dark green vegetables. Choose from fresh, frozen, or canned vegetables, again here, similar to the fruit. Prepare and serve your vegetables without adding salt or solid fat to them. Straight out of the cans, straight out of the frozen food section, or straight out of the produce, without the addition of any sort of additives. And then you can try a dip. Kids love dips. Ranch dip for vegetables, maybe a yogurt dip for fruits. So try some dip. Whip up a quick dip for veggies with yogurt and seasonings such as herbs or garlic, and serve with raw vegetables like broccoli, carrots, or cauliflower. That's a great way to get your kiddos eating some vegetables. Grains. Make half your grains whole grains. So make at least half of their grains with whole grains by offering 100% whole grain cereals, breads, and pastas. Vary the choices for whole grains. You can do rolled oats, oatmeal, rice, brown rice, wild rice, buckwheat, quinoa, wheat berries, and millet are all whole grain foods that are great choices. Choose toppings wisely for your toast, cereals, pasta, and rice. So instead of adding butter, stick margarine, and regular full-fat cheese, use vegetable oils, low-fat cheeses, or a marinara type sauce as your toppings. Remember, we want to try to stay away from that fat and oil category that we saw a few minutes ago on the food guide pyramid. Protein foods should vary. You need to mix up your protein routine. So choose a variety of protein foods such as seafood, beans, lean meats, poultry, or eggs. Limit highly processed poultry, fish, or meat like hot dogs, chicken nuggets, and fish sticks. While we understand that hot dogs, chicken nuggets, and fish sticks can be children's favorites, they're very highly processed, and so they're not as healthy as eating meat or fish or beans or eggs or something of that nature. So even some reduced fat meats and cold cuts like sausage, bologna, and salami may be high in saturated fat and sodium, so we want to steer clear of that. And we can add beans to our children's favorite foods. Add beans and peas to tacos, casseroles, stews, pasta, and side dishes. A friend of mine recently shared a recipe that used beans in chocolate chip cookies, and they were phenomenal. So you can hide beans just about anywhere. And then dairy. Move to low-fat or fat-free milk or yogurt. Serve unflavored, fat-free, and low-fat milks as often as possible. You want low-fat milk, yogurt, cheese to provide the much-needed calcium that your child needs. You can make dip or fruits or vegetables from yogurt. And then blend dairy into a smoothie. Combine low-fat or fat-free yogurt with bananas and cocoa powder for a smoothie, or try milk, ice cubes, and frozen berries. So we all have picky eaters, I'm pretty sure. So what to do with a picky eater? Remember that picky eating is temporary. If you don't make a big deal out of it, it usually ends before your child becomes school age. So let your kids be produce pickers. Let them pick out fruits and vegetables that they want at the store. Let them help you prepare meals. Offer choices. Do you want broccoli for dinner, or would you rather have cauliflower? Enjoy each other while eating meals together. Talk about things that you've done during the day. Discuss things that were good. If meal times are a time where your family argues, the child is going to have a not so healthy attitude towards food. And then offer some foods for the whole family. Serve the same meal to the adults and the kids. Let them see you enjoying those healthy foods as well, and talk about the colors, shapes, and textures of what they have on their plate. Helpful mealtime hints. Make meals, give regularly scheduled snacks, and limit unplanned eating. Discourage poor behavior at mealtime. Focus on eating and not playing with your food. Running or playing while eating can cause a child to choke, so make sure your child is sitting. Keep offering a variety of foods. Have the attitude that sooner or later your child will learn to eat most foods. Make mealtime as pleasant as possible. Provide examples of healthy eating habits. Preschoolers copy what they see their parents doing. So if you have unhealthy eating habits, your child is likely going to have those as well. So I've got some sample meal options. So for breakfast, you could do a half a cup of non-fat or low-fat milk, a half a cup of cereal, and 4 to 6 ounces or a half a cup of cantaloupe or strawberries or a banana. For lunch, a half cup of non-fat or low-fat milk, 1 sandwich, 2 slices of whole wheat bread with 1 to 2 ounces of meat and cheese, veggie and dressing if needed, or peanut butter and jelly, a 1/4 cup of dark yellow or dark green vegetables. For dinner, you could offer a half cup of non-fat or low-fat milk, 2 ounces of meat, fish, or chicken, a half cup of pasta, rice, or potato, and a 1/4 cup of vegetable. Good snack options include a half cup non-fat or low-fat milk, a half cup fruits such as melon, banana, or berries, a half cup of yogurt, 1 teaspoon of peanut butter with 1 slice of whole wheat bread or 5 crackers or string cheese, and a cup cut up fruit. All right, so we're going to take a minute right now, and you're going to have another group time activity. I want you to use the sample menu that's on your table to create a menu that would fit the nutritional needs of your child. And we will come back in just a minute to reconvene. All right, so we have some healthy and delicious snack options that you can help your child make. We're going to just go through these, but you will have these listed in some of your packets for a better description. So we have smoothies, delicious dippers. Again, kids love to dip their food into dips, so that's a great option. Caterpillar kebabs using different fruits or vegetables. Personalized pizza, so much fun to make. Fruity peanut butter butterfly. Frosty fruits, bugs on a log using celery, cucumber, carrot sticks, and peanut butter. Homemade trail mix is a huge hit and so easy for kids to help you make. A potato person, or you can put your kids in charge. Ask them to name a few veggie or fruit creations that they would like to do. These are some resources where you can find some fun kid-friendly recipes, and these will also be listed in your packet on your table. Allrecipes.com, foodnetwork.com, The Spruce Eats, Pinterest, and then children's cookbooks. So I want to thank you all for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and I hope that it will be helpful to create a healthier nutritional habits for your children. Thank you.